inside your bedroom. We stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm. Physical silence, no need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I never dared to ask if we're gonna last. I'm needing all your love, needing all your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I'm a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I'm a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts. Blood is pumping, I feel it in your veins, surfing your heat waves. Your taste is different, somehow it makes me brave. Chemical nature. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I'm a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I'm a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts. Oh my God, I'm a fool. Thought I'd never fall into you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so cruel how I'm loving the things you do. Ooh, yeah. Oh, when you move, oh my God, you know you play your cards so right. Oh, I'm a sucker for hearts, just in the dirty clubs and diamonds. Take me, oh my God, oh, but we'll hold our faces straight. Oh, I'm a sucker for hearts, I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts, hearts, hearts. I'm a sucker for hearts. Too fast, your lips on the floor, sipping on your love, sipping on your love. I'm a sucker for hearts.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm a little disheveled over here. I kind of like ran in here and got set up really fast. So I'm a tad bit behind schedule, but I am super excited. So if you haven't watched the video that went live on Wednesday, which was reviewing my 2023 goals, and if you haven't watched the vlog, which went up today at about noon, then you may not know. But I took a lot of December off for myself. I did that from like everything. I took a little bit of time off work, completely was off social media, and I did a little bit of behind the scenes work, but I didn't even write very much. So I just took a little bit of time to myself, which was very needed, I think, to reset going into the new year, set some priorities. I had to restructure a little bit of my writing schedule with my work schedule. And I am feeling much better, and I am super excited to be back. I really missed these live streams. I missed having the dedicated writing time every single Sunday. So I'm super excited to be back. And I saw that some of you guys that are normally here are here. So I didn't know how many of you guys I would have tonight since it is the first one back. I did schedule out the stream a little bit more than a week in advance, I think. But if people weren't checking my YouTube channel, then you probably didn't catch it because I didn't promote it really until today on my social media accounts. So welcome to those of you who are here. Tonight, we are going to be continuing working on Frozen as Friends, which is the title of the next winter romance book. It picks up pretty much where Winter Witches left off. If you haven't read Winter Witches, go check it out. There's a link in the description to all of my books. You can find it there. It is super fun, super cute, fake dating romance with a witchy twist. And it follows the eldest Sinclair sister. This book that I'm writing now, Frozen as Friends, follows the middle sister, Margot. So really, it's been fun being in her headspace. I am, let me look, 13,511 words into it. So we are going to be continuing on from there. I am trying to write enough so that it equals out to be an average of 1,000 words per day. So I'm trying to write 1,000 words per day, but I'm not making myself write every single day. So there might be a day in there, like yesterday, where I wrote 5,000. So it's spread out a little bit, but that is just a little bit of what I am working on for the time being. My next release coming May 21st is the vampire romance that I wrote in the fall. It's the one that I'm super excited about. It starts a brand new era for me. It's a much more grown up era of books and publishing, and I'm really excited about it. This book will be much steamier, much more like romance involved, and vampires, of course. And it follows it's told from a female perspective. The main character is a woman, but the male love interest is Angel Ramirez, who was in Shade of the Shadowlands, book 2 in the Guardians of the Sixth Gate series. So I'm super excited to share it with you. And in about another week or so, I'm going to try to sit down and do my read through of that draft because it is planned to be published on May 21st. So I've got a lot of things ahead of me, lots of publication milestones to hit going into 2024. I am very excited about it. I'm also working on learning some new skills that are very much writing related. I will definitely share those with you guys when I have gotten a little further in that journey. I'm really excited to learn some of these things and hopefully be able to put them to good use. I am also planning to try again to complete a Kickstarter for the vampire romance. The vampire romance is called Curse of Wings and Darkness. And I plan to do a Kickstarter for that book. The goal will not be as high as with Winter Witches because I am lowering quite a bit of my costs moving into 2024. There are a lot of things I started to I did a lot of experimenting in 2023 to see what worked for me, what worked for my author platform as it is right now, and what was really beneficial versus what do I not need, at least right now, what I don't need. So I've cut out a ton of costs and streamlined a lot of things that fit me a lot better. So the Kickstarter goal will be a lot less for Curse of Wings and Darkness. And I am excited to run another campaign. That was a really fun experience doing that first one. And now that I feel like I better understand the process and how to run a campaign, I feel much better about doing that with this book. So really excited. Let me know what you guys are working on in the comments. I would love to hear it. Let's see, being our first stream, there's not a whole, I mean, you'd think there'd be a whole lot to catch up on because I haven't been on here in a long time, but there's really not. It's just been me relaxing around the house a lot in my time off, which was exactly what I wanted it to be. So don't really have a lot to report other than all of the book titles I released on New Year's Day. So there will be Curse of Wings and Darkness, which is the vampire romance that releases in May. And then next I'm planning September, but I have not finalized that. September will be Trials of Flame and Wings. Trial of Flame and Wings, book 1, in a fantasy series that comes out about September-ish, and then Frozen as Friends, this winter romance book, I'm planning to release just like Winter Witches did on December 12th. So that is the lineup. You can check that out a little more in depth on any of my social media pages. I'm still working to organize it all and set it all up on my website. I have a lot of website work I actually need to do. Not tonight, but eventually updating that. So the new releases are not scheduled out on there, but they are on all of my social media pages. So check them out. It'll be great fun. Lots coming to 2024. So let's go ahead, move into our first sprint of the night. If you are brand new to our channel on these every single Sunday night writing sprint live streams, holy moly, I'm getting all kinds of tongue-tied. Every Sunday, we go live at 8:20 Central Standard Time here on YouTube, and it's always the same kind of schedule. So we talk a little bit, talk about what we're working on, catch up, and then we do 3 different sprints, and there are always 20 minutes each, and we take a break in between. So 20 minutes already up here on the clock. So I say, go ahead, let's jump into this sprint. The very first one, I am starting at 13,511 words. Hopefully, we'll add a lot more. We will see. I am tracking them tonight to see how far we can get. And I'm hoping to at least get my 1,000 words for the day just to up my overall total. So we will see. So 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys in a little bit. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Ah, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was a really good first sprint. So much so that I lost track of time. I'm right at the end of this chapter, so I will be starting into a new chapter. 13,887 words. So about 400 words, I think, ish, for the first sprint. For me, hopefully, it was really productive for all of you. It's been slow for me getting into this book, and I think a lot of it was just the timing because I was juggling a lot in December when I started this draft. And I think it was just hard to get into the headspace because if you read Winter Witches, then you know where Margot's story ends. You know what happens at the end of that book, and a lot of that sets up this story. And that is a little bit of a rocky place to write from when you are also not feeling super great. So I had a hard time getting started, but now that I'm in it, I'm really enjoying these characters. I would say out of all of my books, I probably have the most in common with Margot Sinclair. Margot and the love interest in this book. I would say I have a lot more in common with her. Um, and so it's been really, really easy to write from her point of view because we do have a lot of things in common and to to some degree very similar personalities. So I'm falling into this story. So it's not any surprise to me that I lost track of time. Um yeesh. I was also sick over my break. I was sick in December. It was one of those things where everybody at my house caught it. And I think I'm still recovering from that. So my voice does not sound super great. So I apologize if like it doesn't sound so great. I do have like hot tea here to help me along the way. What do you guys have with you tonight? Do you guys have a beverage or a snack while you work when you're writing? Anyone else do that? I've gotten to where I try to set the scene as much as I can. So I listen to music. I've said that before. So I have kind of like an indie wintry playlist in the background. It is by, I think it's Alex Rainbird Music. That's what it is. I listen to that channel's playlist a lot, but especially for these winter books because it fits so well. It's very similar to like something that would be played in a coffee house. I love it. And I try to match my drink to the vibes of the book also. So, um, in the past, it's usually been like a glass of wine with a lot of with like Guardians of the Sixth Gate, it was mostly a glass of wine through that series when I would sit down to write at night. Um, with Winter Witches, it's tea because it's Christmas time. So it's a lot of tea. Even with this book, it's tea and coffee because that's kind of a thing for the Sinclair sisters, coffee shop stuff. With um, Curse of Wings and Darkness, it was actually a dirty martini. Funnily enough, I would make myself a dirty martini and sit down and write. And so I didn't ever think I had like a weird ritual with writing, but maybe it is like, maybe that's part of that. But I have to set the scene a little bit. I don't know about you guys. Got to get a vibe going. How do you prepare to write? What are your rituals? That's kind of a fun question. Um, let's see. Okay, second sprint of the night coming up. Don't forget to like this stream if you are enjoying, if you've been with me since the beginning. Go ahead, like below, subscribe if you haven't. YouTube is an area I really, really want to focus on in 2024. I Like I said, a lot of 2023 was experimenting and seeing what worked, what didn't work as an author. And that also extends to things like social media. I really enjoy TikTok. I am kind of approaching the way I use TikTok differently this year. Um, Instagram, I haven't really changed what I'm doing so much with Instagram this year. I use Instagram probably more often than any other social media platform just because I do stories a ton on Instagram. So if you want to like connect with me throughout the day, see what I'm doing, Instagram is the spot to find me. But YouTube, I really like, and I always have liked video content. So I'm really enjoying YouTube since I've done more like consistent posting. And that is what I want to do with 2024 is do a lot more consistent posting. I really missed having the Wednesday videos at the end of 2023. So I actually am scheduling out way in advance a lot of stuff for YouTube. I'm taking how I approach my social media and my marketing campaign on other platforms, and I'm trying to do more of that with YouTube because I've seen a lot of growth as a result from doing that, but also just like that kind of creativity. So expect more from YouTube this year. So make sure you're subscribed below. Okie doke. Let's go ahead, come over here for the second sprint. We will do another 20 minutes and then we will chat again. I will be into a brand new chapter, picking up with a new scene. Let's see, I'm gonna have to review my notes because this first half of the book, I just blazed through because I knew very well what it was going to look like. And this is where I'm going to have to take a look at my notes more to see exactly what things I need to, like which scene I'm going from. Like I said, I'm a bit of a plotter more than I used to be, but I'm definitely a pantser. So I need to review some of my notes and my outline. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will check in with you guys in 20 minutes. 3, 2, 1, sprint. Okie dokie. Second sprint down. I, yet again, completely lost track of time. I am now, I crossed the 14,000 word mark. I am 14,410 words into this novel now. It's getting really good. And what's kind of fun about these books is it is an interconnected series. So you could totally read them out of order, although it does make sense to read them in order. But they are told from the different sisters' perspective. So book 1 was Madison and her romance, book 2 is Margot and hers, and book 3, which I will not write for like another year, will be Marley and her romance. But it's kind of fun the way each book, like the more you read, the more you find out about the other sisters. So with this book, even though this book is about Margot, the middle sister, I'm getting to do a lot of like character building and setting up some expectations for Marley, which is fun. I know I'm going to really enjoy Marley. So I am super excited to continue with this series. I really like it. I have ideas for other similar series to this just because I think it's really fun. I definitely think winter is a great time of the year for me to draft a book because of the way my schedule works with work. Although in 2024, a lot of things are changing and my schedule is going to be one of those things. So I could be wrong. Maybe I do move on with some of those other ideas, which are not so like Christmassy and wintry. I don't know. Now I'm getting into like things that you guys probably have no idea about. And I'm not sharing a lot of that information quite yet. So, how was the second sprint for you guys? So far for the night, I am just about 1,000 words, I think, into the night. So I have reached my 1,000 word goal for the day. And we still have one more sprint left. And I may do a little bit more drafting this evening just because I have the time. I've pretty much wrapped up some other things that I need to do. So I'm in a good place to stay up and draft a little more. We'll see. I need to jot out a couple notes moving into this next week. So we will see. So the third sprint is the last sprint of the night, and always comes with the disclaimer to subscribe to my newsletter at amyprokopis.com. That is a goal of mine for 2024, is to make sure that I send out a newsletter at least once a month. I send out some here and there just about promotional things like, hey, by the way, this book's on sale this week. Or especially when I release a book, I try to send out a newsletter announcing it. But the newsletter, the monthly newsletter that goes out the first of every month, is the only place that you can find my schedule for what I'm releasing to YouTube, what's coming to like what I'm working on that month, and what's coming to Patreon. Especially Patreon and YouTube, you don't get any kind of heads up about the content I post there anywhere else except for that newsletter. So it is a really good opportunity to stay connected, know what to look forward to, which is fun. And occasionally I send out exclusive stuff from through my newsletter, things that only Patreon members really get. I also have a Patreon, by the way. I'm hoping to grow that this year also. Patreon is the only place you can get short stories. And if you are a bottom tier, I say bottom tier, that doesn't sound as nice. A $3 Alderian tier member, you get early release information. So before announcements go public, you get them. And if you pay the $5, then you get the short stories. And I'm trying to post at least one of those a month. And I already have a lot of them planned out. There are a couple months coming up where I want them to be Patreon member picks. So if you have thoughts about things you'd like to see from me, become a Patreon member because I definitely want to cater some of my content to what's interesting to you. So if there's something you'd really like to see from me, go join that and let me know and I can send that out because that's what I want. I want your feedback and I want to know what kind of content you'd like to see, especially like short story wise. All right. So I say we go ahead and jump into the third sprint of the night, which will be the final sprint. We will do that, wrap things up. I will get us scheduled for next week, and then I will kind of round things out for the night on my end because I also have to go to work in the morning. So let's do that. Um, I am starting at 14,410 words into Frozen as Friends. And I am at the beginning of chapter 5 now. No, 6. Chapter 6. Really fun. Chapter 5 is where things really kick off. Chapter 6 is the after, like, chapter 5 is that hook. So here we go. 20 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, sprint. All righty. So I am ending the night at 14,934 words. I guess ending the stream is more likely because I think I'm going to stay up a tad longer and continue to write a little bit just because I'm feeling motivated and I'm in a pretty good place. So for the stream, the grand total, I wrote 1,423 words during this live stream. So feeling pretty good. That is a really good number, especially for the first live stream back. 143 words this sprint. Congrats. And welcome to the stream. I did not see your comment earlier. I don't know if I looked close enough, though. I did see that there were more comments that came in. So welcome to the stream. We go live every single Sunday night. And now that I am back from my little break in December, I am planning to be live again next week. So next Sunday, January 14th at 8:20 Central Standard Time, we will do this all again and we will catch up. I will be, I'm sure, a lot further along in this book. It has been so fun and I love having these live streams. I've said it before and I'm really happy for the community that YouTube can provide, especially with the live streams. I attend them for other authors also on YouTube, and it's just really nice because sometimes writing can be really lonely and solitary. So it's nice. It's nice to talk with other people doing the same. I am writing about lesbians in the 1920s. There's just something about the 1920s that I think is romanticized. It just feels glamorous. I think it's because of maybe some of the political stuff happening during that time. There's a lot of like secret society kind of stuff happening. And at least a lot of the media that takes place in this time that we see. So I think that's really cool. That sounds like a really fun plot line, I think. All right. So I think this is pretty much where I leave you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you guys next week. Make sure you like this stream below and subscribe to this channel if this has been fun for you. I post a video every Wednesday and I post vlogs every Sunday along with this live stream every Sunday. So lots of things coming and really excited to get all of that out to you. So that's pretty much it for the stream. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Oh my God.